Hey there, and welcome into our bunker bracket breakdown as we get the brackets filled out for the first week of the playoffs coming up next week. Starting in 7A, we'll just kind of take you through Cherokee at Lowndes, North Paulding at Region Champions Westlake, Mountain View at Norcross in an all-Gwinnett matchup, South Forsyth at Grayson next week. Camden County gets into the playoffs. We'll go to number 6, Walton Pebblebrook at number 4, Hillgrove. Brookwood and Mill Creek, another Gwinnett. South Gwinnett at Milton, who are region champions. On the other side of the bracket, East Coweta, who lost our game of the week this week, will be at Marietta. We're still waiting on the at-large bid there. They will go to Roswell, no matter who it is. Forsyth Central gets into the playoffs. Goes to Archer next week. How about the Bulldogs? Didn't win a game all of last year, and they're in the playoffs. Collins Hill at Parkview. Again, another all-Gwinnett. McEachern at Noonan, who won our High Five Sports game of the week. Not often McEachern's on the road, especially in the first round of the playoffs. Etowah goes all the way to Moultrie to take on the top team in the state, Colquitt County. Newton at West Forsyth, and Central Gwinnett gets the defending 7A champion, North Gwinnett Bulldogs. All right, in 6A, starting in the top left, Lovejoy goes to Valdosta next week. Evans at the Red Terrors of Glen Academy. Allatoona at Centennial. Northgate at Region Champion. And Region 8, Decula Falcons, our High Five Sports team of the week. Northside Warner Robins goes to Tucker, who lost to Stevenson in the Region Championship game there in Region 4. In Region 2, you got 3 teams, 2, 3, and 4, all in a tie-break situation there. Richmond Hill, Bradwell Institute, and Effingham County. Also, moving on, Alpharetta's at Sequoia, still waiting to find out who goes to Creekside next week. Creekside, impressive, as they're a Region Champion after going 0 for last year as well. Greenbrier will play one of those Region 2 teams. Coffee at Stevenson, who, like we said, Region 4 champions. Mays at Lanier, an interesting game. Harrison at Johns Creek. Harrison probably better than a 4 seed, going to Region 7 champions Johns Creek. Lakeside Evans and one of those Region 2 teams. Mundy's Mill sneaks into the playoffs. We'll go to the top team and defending champion Lee County next week in Leesburg. Habersham Central at Douglas County, and Pope into the playoffs, and they'll take on Creekview, who had a heck of a year this year. It's 5A now. Jones County Greyhounds go to Bainbridge. Jonesboro at Wayne County, who beat Wade County to be region champions. Carver Atlanta at Kell. Miller Grove at Buford, always going to be tough for the Wolverines as you go to Buford. Veterans at Stockbridge next week. New Hampstead at Stars Mill, region champion. Carrollton was in a tie-break situation, ended up getting the 3 seed there in Region 7. They go to Riverwood, and how about the Riverwood Raiders? Head coach Robert Edwards, yes, that Robert Edwards, in his first year at Riverwood after coming over from Greene County, gets him in as a 2 seed. And like we said, going to host Carrollton. That'll be a tough test for him next week. Loganville at Southwest DeKalb, who won Region 5. Statesboro at Griffin. Harris County at number 4 in the state, Dutchtown, playing very well. Lithonia goes to Athens and takes on the East Side boys at Cedar Shoals. Maynard Jackson goes to defending state champions Rome, not going to be easy. Riverdale at Ware County, going all the way down to Waycross. Locust Grove into the playoffs, takes on Warner Robins. Clark Central at Arabia Mountain, who beat Lithonia on Friday. East Paulding goes to Banneker. 4A, Woodward Academy and Carver Columbus at the top left. Mary Person's going to host Richmond Academy. Marist will host Heritage from Ringgold, and Cedartown got into the playoffs with a win on Friday. We'll go to St. Pius, the region champions in Region 8. I always hate to look ahead because this will jinx it, but it's very interesting if you could get Marist and Pius potentially in the second round of the playoffs. So those 2 teams hate each other. Columbus at Salem, Perry at Baldwin. Flowery Branch goes all the way up to Ridgeland, and Stevens County draws a short straw as they have to go to Cartersville in the first round of playoffs. Howard at Burke County, Westover at Eastside. The Eagles are region champions. Sandy Creek and North Oconee, Northwest Whitfield at defending 4A champion Blessed Trinity Titans. Thompson and Upson Lee. Henry County, their last season playing football. They're into the playoffs. That's the good news. The bad news, they go to Cairo to take on the Syrup Makers in the first round. Oconee County goes to Troop, who lost to Cartersville in the Region 5 title game on Friday. White County into the playoffs, taking on the number 8 ranked and former High Five Sports Team of the Week, Pickens. All right, moving on to 3A. Jackson and Monroe, Windsor Forest and Pierce County. Haralson County, in that running game they've got with the Shepherd Kid, go to Dawsonville and take on Dawson County. Pace Academy was in a 3-way tie for the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th seeds in Region 5. So they ended up with a 4 seed, maybe better than a 4 seed as they take on Monroe area. The Purple Hurricanes, also a former team of the week this year. Cook at west side of Macon, Tatnall at Benedictine and Savannah, North Hall, Lakeview, Fort Oglethorpe. North Hall will go on the road there. Hart County Bulldogs in as the 4 seed, and they will go to the state's number 2 team in 3A, the Cedar Grove Saints. Liberty County and Southeast Bullock. Region 3A has an at-large as well. Ringgold could sneak in there, looking at some of those teams that could get that at-large bid. Peach County will host whoever that is in Fort Valley next week. Westminster at Jefferson is a nice little matchup. I'm sure they'll be excited at Jefferson as they've been doing a lot of work on Memorial Stadium up there to make it bigger for a big playoff atmosphere. North Maury will go to Greater Atlanta Christian. Jenkins at Appling County. Pike County, after a very tough year, fought through, got a win late in the season here, and have gotten into the playoffs. It will take on Crisp County, so congratulations to the Pirates on that. Morgan County beat Hart County in the final week to get that 3 seed. They will go to Lovett, and Fannin County will go to defending 3A champions Calhoun, who won their region title game on Friday night, Region 6 champions again. All right, in 2A, you've got Harlem at Fitzgerald over there in East Georgia, Northeast at Swainsboro, Washington at Chattooga, which will be a tough place to play for them. Spencer goes to Rabun County. Rabun County Wildcats are again region champions after knocking off Union County on Friday. Thomasville at Hepzibah. Jeff Davis at Dublin. Pepperell goes to Douglas in Atlanta. So that'll be a little bit of a trip for the boys from up there, but a winnable game for Pepperell as they go to Douglas. Monticello will go to Region 5, Team 1 region champions, the Heard County Braves. Toombs County at Dodge County, Early County at Jefferson County. Bremen, like we said, Union County coming off that loss to Rabun, but will host Bremen in the first round. South Atlanta, a great story out of Region 6. They're into the playoffs for the first time since 1994. That's a long time ago. Here's your reward. You get to go to the number 3 team in the state, the Rockmart Yellow Jackets. So it'll be tough on them. But congratulations to South Atlanta as they've turned that program around. Waco at Vidalia next week. Screven County goes to Brooks County. Elbert County at Callaway. And then Coosa taking on the defending champions, Hapeville Charter. It's very interesting in all these brackets. It seems like the bottom right are the defending champions, but you got Hapeville Charter there hosting Coosa next week. And we've got the Class A public and Class A private brackets up. Defending champion there was Clinch County. In Class A private, it's ELCA, but we're still waiting on those power rankings to come out. I know Athens Academy was a 1 probably in the Class A private rankings, but when those come out, the high seeds get a bye in the first round and low seeds will play one another as they work through the brackets. But it is playoff time, the most wonderful time of the year in the High Five Sports Bunker, and join us as we continue to file it on down to Mercedes-Benz Stadium and some state champions again this year.